Department of Heavy Industry. Under the series for Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, today we are inaugurating the technology innovation platforms. These have been developed by the Department of Heavy Industry under the phase 1 of the scheme for enhancing competitiveness in the capital goods sector. Now, I would like to invite Shri Arun Goyal ji, Secretary, Department of Heavy Industry, to present welcome address. So.
Namaskar. It's my proud privilege to welcome Honorable Shri Prakash Javadekar ji, Union Minister for Heavy Industries and Public Enterprises, and all of you to the e-launch of technology innovation platforms. As we all know, manufacturing technologies across most of the industrial segments have been witnessing rapid changes over the last few years due to innovations and increased automation, particularly Industry 4.0. India today is importing roughly 40% of its capital goods requirements, especially in the high-end machines. Simultaneously, we know that a large number of multinational corporations have set up R&D centers in India where most of the scientists are Indians. But unfortunately, the patents are not Indian. We know the royalty outgo from many of the companies based in India is higher than even 5%. Whereas, if we look at those figures in China, it's less than 1%. I'm talking of the same companies. We all know that Indian youth have inherent capability. However, there have been criticism from time to time that Indian youth is less employable. That's not because of their inherent handicap, but because of the training, both in education and thereafter, because our education is usually still not hands-on, where we need to hone their skills to fill this gap in deficiency. With the changing Industry 4.0, we know today future innovations are not geography or organization centric. It is with this view that these technology innovation platforms would endeavor to bring nation's youth, academia, engineers in factories and outside, entrepreneurs on one network. It will help engage with industries to solve key technology problems of the industry. These platforms are targeting to crowdsource solutions in a systematic manner so as to accelerate startups and angel funding for manufacturing innovations. These efforts cover indigenous development of mother technologies required for manufacturing through various options, including grant challenges, hackathons, internships, etc. These platforms will be structured to provide an incentive to each party that contributes, making it a win-win for all. The web-based open innovation technology platform connects all the innovation actors to find novel solutions and practices to the challenges of industrial production. It is expected that multidisciplinary problem solvers or innovators would join and work in collaboration with these innovation platforms to find solutions for industry problems. As you know, we have launched 6 platforms, one each by ARAI, BHEL, CMTI, HMT and Indian Institute of Science together, ICAT and IIT Madras. As of today, we have roughly 39,500 users registered. As many as 33 grant challenges have been hosted, besides 74 active projects. We target that these platforms would lead to accelerators. These accelerators will identify domains and select companies into cohorts based on the present basket of imports by value as well as volume as well as criticality. These will facilitate the development of products as per requirement through indigenous technologies. It will be a collective development effort between the cohort and the accelerator from the concept stage through development, trial, and testing of prototypes up to assistance in commercialization of the same. Each accelerator will run 2 cohorts for the 5-year period of the scheme. Each cohort will be consisting of 8 to 10 companies and will run for a cycle of 2.5 years. It is expected that at least 200 new indigenous products or technologies will be commercialized by the end of the scheme period. The scheme which I'm talking of is enhancement of competitiveness in capital goods phase 2, for which approximately 2,000 crores have already been earmarked. But it's a rotating fund. The moment we spend these, we'll be having more funding available for this. With these words, I congratulate all the 6 organizations, welcome users, and wish all of you all the very best in developing indigenous technologies to achieve Atmanirbhar Bharat in high-tech manufacturing. Dhanyavad.
Now that the Secretary Heavy Industry has introduced us to the concept of innovation portals, I would like to request our Chief Guest, Shri Prakash Javadekar ji, Honorable Minister for Heavy Industries and Public Enterprises, to formally inaugurate the technology innovation platforms. Sir, I shall request you to please launch.
In Maharashtra, the BMC has said that COVID vaccination will take place.
It would be worth noting that these innovation portals rest on 4 pillars. First one is the industry, which is seeking technology development. Second is the PSU and universities, which shall develop these technologies. Third is the academia and students who shall host this development process. And last are the R&D centers, which shall lease its facility. As you are aware that the department has developed 6 portals, we are proceeding towards virtual install for each portal. The first portal is of Drishti, which has been developed by CMTI Bangalore. The focus area of this portal is machine tool sector. Up next is the portal of Search, which has been developed by HMT in association with IISc Bangalore. The focus area of this portal is import reduction in the machine tool sector. Next in line is the portal which has been developed by BHEL, which is named as Sanrachna. The focus area of this platform is energy, renewable energy, and power electronics sector. Proceeding further is the stall for KITE. KITE stands for Knowledge Integration for Technology Enrichment. This has been developed by IIT Madras in association with AMTDC. Their key feature is their knowledge and connectivity platform. The focus area of these portals is virtual reality, automation, advanced manufacturing technologies, virtual reality, and robotics. Next is the stall for Aspire. Aspire has been developed by International Center for Automotive Technology. The focus area of this portal is automotive technology. Last but not the least is the portal of Technovis, which has been developed by ARAI. The focus area of this portal is sustainable mobility. We now invite you to view infographic, which brings out the features of innovation portals and what government aims to achieve through this initiative.
India, a nation of technologists and innovators. Over the years, we have showcased our prowess and capabilities, be it in space exploration, or leadership in global technology. Yet, despite having what it takes to become global technology leaders, a lot of technology that we use is still not our own. Now is the time to go from global to local. Bring our industry, institutes, government and innovators under one umbrella to increase our innovation index and address the current needs of our nation through crowdsourcing of ideas, shared services and indigenous technology development, with the objective of bringing together all stakeholders. Introducing Technology and Innovation Platforms. Technovus by the Automotive Research Association of India. Sanrachna by Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited. Drishti by Central Manufacturing Technology Institute. Surge by Hindustan Machine Tools. Aspire by International Centre for Automotive Technology. Kite by Indian Institute of Technology, Madras. Developed by 6 partner organizations with the support of Department of Heavy Industry, Government of India. These platforms aim at providing an impetus to the Government of India's Make in India and Atmanirbhar Bharat initiatives, supporting mother technologies and smart manufacturing, machine tools and manufacturing, Industry 4.0 and IoT, mobility challenges for connected, shared, affordable, safe, environmentally friendly and energy secure solutions, robotics and virtual reality, renewable energy and power, and technology development and deployment. These platforms aim to address industrial problem statements across domains, generating and facilitating resources under one umbrella such as tools, cross-domain teams, experts, reference material, funding avenues, IP support, and a lot more. The technology and innovation platforms have modules on collaborating for solutions, where industries and organizations can post pertinent technological challenges for collaborations of innovators, academia, MSMEs, startups, and research institutes to innovate on and develop solutions. Interactive Knowledge Hub, comprising of interactive repositories of blogs, pertinent Q&A forums, technical databases, insightful webinars, and a whole lot more. Expert Connect, networking forums that connects participants to subject matter experts, through which they provide insights, mentoring, and share actionable knowledge. Resource sharing, databases of tools and facilities accessible for solution development and deployment. Technology Transfer Portal, a real-time showcase of technologies and innovations ready for adoption and deployment. Till date, the technology innovation platforms have established a strong community of over 40,000 members and engages them through grand challenges, hackathons, internship programs, industrial problem statements, technology up-leveling support, webinars and panel discussions, collaborative engagements, design and innovation clinics, technology updates, and a lot more. Come, Join us in shaping the future of indigenous technology development.
Let us now hear from some senior scientists, industry leaders who shall be sharing their perspective on the outreach of these portals to achieve Atmanirbhar Bharat. Carrying this forward shall be the testimony of researchers and students who are working with different technology innovation platforms.
Inclusive framework tax deal. Majority of the members of OECD
Nice to see an innovative initiative by the Ministry of Heavy Industries. It's a good initiative, I am convinced, and I am sure this will become a role model for all ministries of Government of India in the near future. I am happy the way Technomoves is integrating the competencies and capabilities of academy, industry, including MSMEs, R&D centers, both government and private, and government bodies. Experts are handpicked, achievers, and those who have delivered results to the country have been identified. The focus is on high-tech, smart products like sensors and devices, customized for Indian users, but keeping in view global markets. My congratulations once again to the Ministry of Heavy Industries. Thank you very much.
International Center for Automotive Technology, on recommendation of DHI, took an initiative to enhance the technological capability of the Indian automotive sector through exchange of knowledge and expertise, and to facilitate the growth of the automobile sector through a e-portal called Aspire. And this is a platform which means Automotive Solutions Portal for industry research and education. So under the aegis of this platform, ICAT has taken a big step of indigenization of advanced equipments, which is in line with fulfilling the Atmanirbhar Abhiyan, which has been started by our Honorable Prime Minister.
My name is Vedamati Naik. I am working as a research engineer at AMTDC. I have been associated with the KITE project since last 3 months. So objective of the KITE project is to create a knowledge platform and a connectivity platform. So my role in the project is to populate this knowledge platform with suitable information by developing the ontologies, and to make the platform reach to the suitable people for its proper functioning and application. Thank you.
Hi there, I'm Siddharth. I'm doing my master's here at National Institute of Design, Bangalore campus, which by the way is nested inside the beautiful campus of CMTI. Now I've been here since last 2 years, 3 years, and we have always looked at CMTI with mystery. We have seen scientists, engineers who work there, but we never knew what they're working on or what they're inventing. We always had a curiosity to know. But now I feel myself very fortunate to not only be able to know what is going on in there, but also be able to work with them on one of their projects, that is to develop and design the enclosure for a 3D scanner that the CMTI has developed. And all the credits for this one actually goes to this Drishti program, which has indeed brought the industry and the academia together. Now, I hope this project is just the beginning of a long journey of collaborative efforts between the industry and the academia and various branches of the government in order to bring creative and innovative solutions to the problems that India faces right now and in the future. Thank you.
It all started with this passion for mechanisms. Being a sophomore in an engineering college, would eagerly wait to learn about the 6-foot tall orange giant in our lab. Yes, that was an industrial robot. This passion grew deeper with more focus. A robot, industrial, service, humanoid, and the list ends only with a rover on a Mars. This motivated me to register myself into these platforms to learn more. A registration as a student provided me the privilege to browse through various opportunities like webinars, internships, and more. I interned at one of the centers in robotics. A formal introduction into robotics in courseworks could only be supplemented by a hands-on experience into the assembly and control of an industrial robot. A holistic view into the design and development of an industrial robot was provided through this internship with guidance from professors and industry professionals. This confidence let me design, build and demonstrate a 3-axis tabletop robot, one more like the proto-robot that was assembled and validated during my internship. With Atmanirbhar Bharat, a vision for all, such platforms provide us an opportunity to learn and contribute to projects of national need and importance, and instills a spirit of confidence.
It's my honor to welcome Sri Govindan Rangarajanji, Director, Indian Institute of Sciences, Bangalore. IISc Bangalore is the premier institute in India for advanced scientific and technological research. It's the place we Indians look forward to. Sir, we request you to give futuristic view and way ahead about these platforms.
Thank you. I would like to thank the Honorable Minister and for inaugurating this. This is an excellent initiative on part of the DHI. I would like to congratulate the DHI also on this great initiative. IISc has been a partner in this initiative. We are partnering with HMT on this technology innovation platform, where we hope to, we are connecting in with, which have problems to solve with academia, research labs, other industries and individuals. Of course, the broader objective for DHI is what we want to serve through these technology portals, that is to make India self-reliant and especially in what DHI calls the mother technologies for manufacturing. Of course, with the emergence of smart manufacturing or Industry 4.0, the mother technologies have expanded from mere capital goods such as machine tools to include now sensors, actuators, analytics, robotics, additive manufacturing, and augmented reality and virtual reality. IISc has two major activities supported by DHI on smart manufacturing and additive manufacturing. In additive manufacturing, IISc has collaborated with industry, in particular Wipro, to build an indigenous electron beam-based metal additive manufacturing machine. This enables them to work with aerospace-grade material like titanium alloys. The activity in smart manufacturing has resulted in a new MTech program in smart manufacturing. There is also a new online certificate program for practicing engineers and managers on digital manufacturing, which is starting in September. This dovetails with the whole idea of skilling of workforce at a higher skill levels, which is a new priority for DHI. All of the above basically tells us that we need to increase the share of manufacturing in the nation's GDP and consequently increase the employment and wealth. Towards this goal, there is also a need to focus on innovation-led manufacturing. We have seen that Germany, South Korea, Israel, and to a large extent the United Kingdom, they have shown that it is technology-driven product companies that can drive manufacturing growth in a sustained manner. So this now, with this background, I would like to say that what we are going to embark on in the future, this came about in response to a challenge posed by Secretary DHI when he visited IISc. So he wanted us to develop a new program to accelerate the growth of technology-driven manufacturing companies in India. So what we have proposed is a new accelerator program that will select promising companies, nurture them to succeed in manufacturing market-leading technology and market-leading technology-based products. So the whole idea is to identify and develop advanced technologies and talents that can absorb these technologies for exploitation in the Indian manufacturing industries. And the whole challenge, of course, is to do it on scale. So with these, few words, I will, again, like to congratulate DHI on this excellent initiative. We are very happy and proud to be part of this initiative. Thank you.
Now, I'm delighted to invite our guest of honor, Shri Arjun Meghwalji, Minister of State for Heavy Industries and Public Enterprises. Sir, we would request you to throw some light on the importance of these portals.
धन्यवाद मंत्री जी, आपका बहुत बहुत आभार प्रकट करता हूं कि आपने मुझे इस जो ये महत्वपूर्ण प्रोग्राम है, प्रोग्राम फॉर इनोग्रेशन ऑफ द टेक्नोलॉजी इनोवेशंस प्लेटफॉर्म, जो बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण प्रोग्राम है टेक्नोलॉजी को लेकर के, उसके लिए आपने बोलने का मुझे अवसर दिया, उसके लिए आपको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। हमारे सेक्रेटरी साहब भी उपस्थित है, सबको मैं बधाई देता हूं। आज़ादी के अमृत महोत्सव में जो हमारा 75th एनिवर्सरी ऑफ आवर इंडिपेंडेंस ऑफ इंडिया है, उसमें ये मील का पत्थर सिद्ध होगा, ऐसा मैं मानता हूं कि ICAT, CMTI, BHEL, HMT, ARAI और IIT मद्रास, इनका एक जॉइंटली ये डेवलपमेंट है एन इकोसिस्टम फॉर द टेक्नोलॉजी इनोवेशन एंड सेल्फ रिलायंस। हम आत्मनिर्भर भारत अभियान की बात कर रहे हैं, उसके तहत ये कार्यक्रम बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है। इससे हमें जो जो इंडिपेंडेंस है, इंपोर्ट डिपेंडेंस, वो हमारा रिड्यूस होगा, कम होगा। ये भी एक बहुत महत्वपूर्ण विषय है। मैं उन्हें बहुत बहुत बधाई देता हूं, क्योंकि हमारी एक मीटिंग है मंत्री जी, ये जो सेक्रेटरीज हैं जिनके साथ पार्लियामेंट सेशन शुरू हो रहा है, उसके लिए जो बिल पेंडिंग है उसकी एक मीटिंग है, तो मैं उसमें जुड़ा हुआ हूँ। तो मैं बधाई देते हुए अपनी बात को समाप्त करता हूँ। बहुत बहुत बधाई और शुभकामनाएं ऐसे इनोवेशन के लिए, टेक्नोलॉजी इंटरवेंशन के लिए बहुत बहुत बधाई और शुभकामनाएं। थैंक यू सर।
Sir, you had rightly pointed for the local solutions for the global technologies.
बोलिए मंत्री जी, बोलिए क्या कह रहे हैं।
Of the department, this initiative of the department shall further strengthen our Honorable Prime Minister's vision of Atmanirbhar Bharat and achieving $5 trillion economy by 2025. It gives me immense pleasure to invite our chief guest, Honorable Minister for Heavy Industries and Public Enterprises. Sir, request you to enrich the event with your thoughts about these portals.
Thank you very much. My colleague, Minister of State Arjun Meghwal ji, the Chief of IISc, Govind Rangarajan, all the scientists who are involved in this initiative, companies that are and institutes that are taking part in this, as well as research students who are very enthusiastic. I welcome all of them. Our Secretary, Arun Goyal, other officers and colleagues. I am today very happy because as an education minister earlier, we started initiative of hackathon. That was essentially coming together of students, selecting one problem statements for which solution doesn't exist, and then work it on for 1 or 2 months, 6 students together, and then come out with some good idea and create a code for it, because it was essentially digital. So that succeeded well beyond our imagination. Then there were many incubation centers which also started. We created in IITs various incubation centers which are also doing very good. And now this is one step further. 6 technology platforms developed by 6 leader institutes, IIT Madras, CMTI, ICAT, ARAI, BHEL, and HMT. These are well-reputed institutes, and the central government's basic announcement is that 2,000 crore is an initial amount. But as research progresses, more funds will also be available as soon as we incur expenditure to that level. Because what is India's problem? India's problem is we lack in innovation. And which nation makes progress? Nation that innovates makes progress. And innovation in technology, high-end technology, is very important, because that creates wealth for the nation. If you calculate the cost of the raw material in a machine, that may be a fraction. But the utility created here through the innovation, brings the wealth. In our short film also, we showed that Indians are global leaders in digital technology, and Google and Sundar Pichai and Satya Nadella and everybody was shown. But why they had to go out of India? Because we had no practice or no policy to invest more in research and development. Our Prime Minister, Narendra Modi, has a vision for more investment in research and development because it pays. It ensures brain gain instead of brain drain. And I have seen over the years that universities work in their separate environment, research institutes work in their separate environment, and industry works separately. All these bodies must come together. There has to be a platform. And I think today's 6 technology platforms which have been created is the real collaboration, where industry comes with their problem statements, where is the gap, what kind of solutions they are looking for. So a specific customized request and the demand we know. So they also contribute in finding a solution for that. This technology platform gather all stakeholders together. Already 39,000 registration is the well beginning, very good beginning. And with this, I'm very sure that we have young, best, talented minds in our country. I can claim that world's 90% innovations which take place must have some or the other Indian brains. We are contributors to innovation. We are not owners of innovation. This initiative, technology platforms, will bring all Indian stakeholders together, bring in right investment also, partnered by government, but essentially it's a stakeholders platform. And then with multiple effect, we can move ahead on research and development and bring out the solutions to the vaccine problem. We are also thinking of putting up grand challenge. We are having now great e-mobility. So we have problems. Battery storage, fast charging, more durable alternatives. Many things can be invented. I am very happy that the pandemic the world is fighting with, only 12 countries have invented a vaccine, and India is among the few countries which has invented 2. Just think, if we would not have invented any vaccine, what would have been our fate now? But this is the essence of innovation. It brings out solutions, and therefore all these solutions will take India to the Atmanirbhar vision of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and this is happening. It is this initiative has started in the Azadi Ka Amrut Mahotsav, 75 years of independence. We have made progress in last 75 years. But now we have to take a long jump. We have to take a new distance to be covered, and that is particularly in the research and development. If we create that environment, and if industry also comes out that they don't invest in foreign universities for innovation, but invest in Indian universities for innovation, that will be good. But just, I have one story to be told. A Bangalore youth came to me who has developed 5D printing. We know 3D printing, but he gave me one article made out of it with 5 axes. But along with that, he gave me a book titled 63 Rejections. I was curious. I read it. It was his effort after his innovation to approach industries, to approach universities, but unfortunately, he didn't get in much interest by our universities or industries. Today, he is partnering with 12, 13 universities of the world, and he is also associated and collaborated with more than 10 industries of the world. So this should not happen again. We must respect our research, we must promote our research. People just don't go for dollars. They go for rich investment, because any solution comes only after thousands of trials, and that every trial requires investment. And there are good guides here also who will tell that you are on the right path. In stages, we can say this. And therefore, today I am very happy that these 6 technology platforms have been developed, and more importantly, these platforms will focus on certain identified mother technologies, which will cover manufacturing sector, capital goods and mobility together, for current and future needs. They include core mechanical manufacturing, advanced materials, additive manufacturing, smart materials and manufacturing, Industry 4.0, robotics and automation, electric mechanics and drive, mechatronics, sensors, controls and power electronics, and furthermore the intelligence of data analysis, machine learning and artificial intelligence. I think this is a wide range of possibilities opening for researchers, industries and everybody. We must believe in New India. If we believe in this New India, we will achieve our goal not only of $5 trillion by 2025, but more importantly, Atmanirbhar Bharat, because we must innovate our own needs. We must become world leaders in many, as we have become world leader in solar. Now we are developing solar panels and other things also. But today, at least in solar generation of power, we have become leaders. So we must achieve that leadership. And therefore, I am very happy today. I declare these initiatives and platforms as open, and I am very sure it will succeed. And every year, I'll also definitely review what is happening around. Thank you and all the best.
Sir, your encouraging words have provided us all with a vision to take this initiative forwards. Sir, we will continue to seek your guidance for bringing the digitization and innovation of technologies in India. Any event is successful because of the hard work of numerous people, and the event is incomplete without vote of thanks. Therefore, I would like to invite Srimati Nidhi Chibbar Madam, Additional Secretary, Department of Heavy Industry, to express vote of thanks.
Innovation, it is said, is the key which unlocks the doors to progress. We at DHI certainly hope that the launch of technology and innovation portals today would give an impetus to innovation in the manufacturing sector of the country, leading to progressive indigenization of technologies and products. On behalf of the Department of Heavy Industries, I thank the Honorable Ministers, Shri Prakash Javadekar ji and Shri Arjun Ram Meghwal ji, for gracing this occasion and inspiring us all through their words of wisdom and experience. I thank Secretary Shri Arun Goel, the guiding spirit behind the concept of innovation portals. His guidance and advice has enabled us to successfully conduct this program today. I thank Dr. Govindan Rangarajan, Director IISc Bangalore, for his thought-provoking speech, as well as Padma Shri Dr. Prahlad Ramarao and Shri C.V. Raman, Senior Executive Director from Maruti Udyog Limited, for expressing their views on the concept of innovation portals. I thank the invitees, secretaries to GOI, CMDs of CPSEs, office bearers of industry associations, academics, scientists, and all the platform users who are attending this launch ceremony today. I would like to place on record my appreciation for efforts made by the teams from all the innovation portals for contributing towards this program, despite time and technical constraints. A special thanks to the representatives from the media for having covered this important event. Last but not the least, I wish to thank my team at DHI and the team at NIC for working tirelessly towards making this program a resounding success. Thank you all.
आपकी फसलों का संपूर्ण सुरक्षा कवच कृषि एवं किसान भारत सरकार।